Okay, so Ball 9900, thinnest device we've ever built, 10 mils in width. However, in terms of quality build, this has got steel frame, what we call an airspace back, and yet the weight is, I think it's about 95 kilograms. Oh, sorry, 95 Gs I should say, in terms of weight. Now, but what we've also done is built in a 1 GHz processor, 1.2 GHz processor, 1 gig of RAM into the actual device itself. We've been able to introduce new technology because we've been able to kind of take advantage of things like liquid graphics, which is a screen technology, and also now we've got the bigger processor. We can do a number of things in terms of access or responsiveness to the phone. So if I'm in the actual main menu, if I zoom across, the responsiveness I get from my the tasks. If I'm in and I want to access any of the icons, the response is immediate. And that's what you're getting with liquid graphics, is the ability to just reduce latency and increase responsiveness on the phone. It also means I can scroll across a lot quicker rather than have to wait. The second thing with the phone is the actual browser. This is 40% quicker than previous devices. So if I'm in any of the websites, straight in. When I react, when I touch the screen, so not only have I just downloaded the website, but now any action I've put in from the web, so it's responsiveness. To zoom in, zoom out. If I select, let's go up to the top menu. So I'm able to pinch and zoom and the response is immediate. And there's no what we call checkerboard response. Let's look at the news, see what's on today.
And it displays the full version of the website, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah. But in a mobile environment. And that's the key thing with it, is that I'm not having to go to the mobile side anymore. I can now look at what I say on my PC. Okay. Zoom in here. Zoom in. And again, it's this responsiveness I'm moving across. What does it mean? If I was doing this on previous devices or on a lot of devices out there today, you do get slight delay. And we've done a lot of work with reducing latency on this phone.
What about the keyboard?
Yeah, now the keyboard itself is probably, and has been described by a lot of journalists and blogs, as the best keyboard we've ever done. I mean, I've worked with BlackBerry for at least 7 years now, and without exception, all right? It's okay. Excuse that one. This is going to set up. We haven't set up any. Let me just get out there. Cancel that. Right. If I start typing, just testing. And it's just responsive. It's been redesigned so that it's quicker, easier to type on. Like I say, the style and the way we do the buttons have been indented in such a way that the person, when they're typing on a key, they know exactly which key they've pressed down. But for me, it was just the fact that when I touched the key, I got an immediate response. And the best thing from a business point of view is the speed when I'm able to type an email. And I think from the point of view of the width, you get a wider device, but you get a lighter device. This is actually lighter than most of the phones we've got on the market today. Now, what we're also trying to do with the phone as well is we're starting to build a whole bucket load of BES capabilities in the background. Right. One of the things we've introduced recently is balance. Okay. So, for example, if I go out to buy this phone for myself and I'd like to assign it to my account email, but your IT department is conscious of the security, what I can do is I can bring this phone into the BES administrator and he can split my corporate data or my business data from my personal data. The neat thing is that you can't transfer data from my corporate email account to my biz email account. The nice thing as well, when I leave the company, I'd like to just say maybe get a business phone, and I'd like to keep this as my personal phone, then I can separate the business service books from the personal service books. A lot of companies are now, from a cost-conscious point of view, bringing in contractors. Classic way of introducing a contractor into the business. He'll have his own phone, you can tie him into the BES, and away you go.
Sure. Have you got that set up on here?
It won't be set up. These are all set up for BIS.
Okay.
And that's the other thing we're doing with the actual setup on the devices themselves. The setup experience, we're introducing to customers now. When you open the phone, we're introducing a thing called BlackBerry ID, and that's also for business users as well. BlackBerry allows us, for example, once we've got information about your email accounts, your busy email accounts, applications you've downloaded to App World, when you set up these phones for the first time, it'll ask you for your BBID. If you don't have it, you can skip it, but if you have it, instead of now having to go and set up every single email account and validate it again, you can now just put in your BlackBerry email address, or BBID, and a password, and it'll validate all your email accounts and bring them across from your old phone. So you set up straight away.
And what about release date and pricing?
Yeah, so pricing will be dependent on the carriers.
Okay.
Release dates, most carriers will be looking to release at the end of this month and in September. So
all the major carriers?
All the major carriers in the UK are launching this phone, yes.
Thank you very much.